Hi, welcome to my channel. I wanted to film a quick room tour of my son's room. In the last few, probably like 6 months or so, I've hauled quite a few items that are actually, they go to the theme of his dinosaur bedroom. The reason why I've held off so long in filming this haul video is because we wanted to put a piece of white molding through the middle of his room. All around his room, it has the green and white paint. So we wanted to put that there, and I wanted to wait to film the video till we did that, but we have not done it yet. So I decided I should film it now. We did it, I think maybe in March we finished his room, maybe February. And it is now June, so I figured I should film it now before more changes, because things have already changed since we originally did his room. So when you walk in, this is his bedroom door. This I put there. Normally it's in the top drawer of his dresser. Robert still needs to hang that on his wall. We've had this since we did his room. I think we've had this since December or even later, but it's supposed to be hung right here. It's just a cute little design. It was really inexpensive from Hobby Lobby. I know I hauled it. We purchased it for a % off of $6.99, so it wasn't much more than about $5. Probably got it for $4 or so. We have a hook up here that I normally put his bathrobe on, but right now his bathrobe's hung in the bathroom. Here, this is a disaster. I have a whole bunch more of these. I found these at the Dollar Tree. They have shapes on them. I want him to start working on his shapes, so I taped them to the back of his door. That did not work. I already took down part of them. I need to take these ones down also. But I really like them because they had dinosaurs on them, and I didn't want them all over his walls, so the back of his door no one normally sees because his door's usually almost always open. This is his Thomas the Train tent. There's nowhere nice to store it in here, so I just store it behind the bedroom door. This wall looks like this. This is his dresser, and we actually already had his dresser with his crib. Therapy, the little Beanie Baby bear he got at his first birthday party from my best friend. This is a jar I made at I'm going to school to be a teacher. I'm actually done now, but the students had a Lego party and I made one, and this is a Lego head little guy made out of a baby food jar. Really fun and easy craft, but I put it on the shelf for him to have. I thought it would be nice when he gets older to put actual Legos in it. There's an L he made at camp and some art. The caterpillar and butterfly are up there from school. I already explained this. His bedding is from Target. I don't think they carry it any longer. I think I hauled. I know they still carry the sheets that match and a few of the accessories, but most of it went on clearance. I picked up the pillow on clearance. This pillowcase came with this comforter. Those were not on clearance when I picked them up. I picked them up for about $10 off. He has a huge body pillow in the back that is a Cars body pillow, but I flipped it around the other way, and it makes his pillows look better, more propped up. He probably does need some new pillows that are more fluffy soon. This is the comforter. It's kind of hard to see with the sun. Let's see if I can. That's worse, opening the blinds. Okay, so that's the comforter. It just has lots of dinosaurs on it. I don't know if I can go from a different angle to show it better. He has some stuffed animals in the corner. In a perfect world, I wouldn't want stuffed animals all over his bed, and originally when I did his bed room, he only had like the teddy bear in the back and one giraffe, but throughout time, where we store all the stuffed animals, he's pulled them out and they've just end up in here, and kids normally have stuffed animals in their bedroom. This is a quilt that also matches the set. I think I picked it up on clearance for 20 bucks. I had a haul video where I showed this. I like that a lot. It works perfectly. When we purchased, so two of the things that we purchased when we redid his room, we purchased a lot of the wall hangings that have dinosaurs on them and the bedding, but the main big purchase we had to purchase to change his room was the bed. So we purchased the bed that matches the dresser, and then we also purchased a mattress for him, and we made sure to purchase a more expensive mattress, so if one of us needs to sleep in here, we have something comfy to sleep on, as well as if we have guests over, they can sleep on this, and then it will hopefully last us longer doing that. And we did put a mattress cover on it. And just recently we started putting him to bed without a pull-up, so I have a little pad type thing. It's not a pad, it's just, it will absorb anything, but he hasn't wet the bed in quite a while. This is another piece of artwork we got on at Hobby Lobby for this wall. Where I have this wall hanging, they actually have something that matches this bedroom set at Target for $12.99 that is the same exact idea of hanging up artwork to display that I might purchase to put there, or I wanted to do his letters of his name. I had that in his old bedroom in like red, white, and blue colors for his sailboat bedroom, and I would like to do it maybe in white letters with green polka dots, and we have leftover paint from his walls, so that would look really cute to put his name up there or do exactly what we have there. This was not here when we originally did his bedroom. I just picked this up from Target within the last month or so, and it was on clearance for $10, and it's perfect. It gave us more room to store some more toys, which, as you notice as we go through the room, there is no toy box anymore because there was no room for his toy box anymore, sadly. We had to get rid of it. It was time to let it go anyways. He's had it for a long time. So on top of this little shelf, we just have some stuffed animals we picked up from like the zoo and stuff. This is a picture frame that originally had a teddy bear in it, and I put a sailboat, little wooden sailboat from like Michael's in there. I've been looking for a little dinosaur one, but I have not found one yet. But that's a picture of him on his first birthday. And then we have a bookshelf with lots and lots of books in it, but in the bedroom it's nice and it's a lot easier to have books in here that he can grab when it's bedtime. So here we have bigger books that I can't fit on the shelf. A lot of our favorites are, this is probably one of his all-time favorites. It's called Cock-a-Doodle-Doo and a Barnyard Hullabaloo that we picked up at Goodwill once. We have a lot of Pete the Cat that I got from a Scholastic book order at the school I was student teaching at this year. So we really love Pete the Cat, and I love Skippy John Jones. It puts him right to bed. We have 2 Skippy John Jones books. Love them. They're great. This book right here, I should actually do a review on a lot of our favorite books, but this is a counting book. It has helped him count a lot. It's a hard, it's a board book, which normally you don't use as much with kids that are his age, but it's really helped him count, so it's been perfect. And he has some Star Wars toys that we're storing in here. So they're nice and easy for him to grab. I can fit in this corner nicely. He has lots of big rubber dinosaurs. Most of them are in the toy box we have in our living room. We have a leather ottoman that we store toys in out there. So there's this big dinosaur here in his farm, which this is, he got for Christmas this last year, which isn't, he's obsessed. He loves farms. He loves animals. It's really not age appropriate. He's almost 5 to be using this all the time, but he loves it and we're fine with it. So underneath his bed we had to use for storage because his room is so small and he does have toys. So let's see. It'd be nice if we had the bed skirt that matched, because then all this would be hidden even more. We have a big bin of Lego Duplos. We have a little Jeep toy. He has his police car. We have a bin of food for him to play with. We have, he just pulled these out recently. I have a storage shed. I wanted to get rid of these, but he took them out recently and he showed me that he knew how to put his numbers in order from 1 to 9. So they do 1 to 9. So I am fine if he sets those up and leaves them on his floor for a few days or something. And then there's a bin of Jake and the Neverland Pirates. And then in that basket way back there, he knows not to go in that, and that is his baby scrapbook that I still have not finished from it. That's supposed to be his first year of life. So that's back there, and lots of little knickknacks of his. Let me put this back down. These, okay, they show up nicely. There's 4 of these. We got the frames at Hobby Lobby. Let's see if this side will go in. And the prints are very nice. They have they're printed on a very nice material. They were purchased from Pottery Barn. They were originally $50 for all 4, and I found them on clearance for $10 with free shipping online. So that was perfect. The frames, I don't know if we got them on sale or what we did, but we really liked them. I know we shouldn't have spent more than like $25 for all 4 frames, but the frames are very nice. They look really nice and balanced. I wish this room's so small I can't back up. See if it will show up. I don't think it will show up. But we have them balanced, so on either side of the window we have 2 pictures, which looks really nice. They're very nice pictures of dinosaurs, I think. We have this giraffe he got at the fair and a little froggy. This is from the zoo. It's a little meerkat. And this is his closet. Because we don't have much storage space, We do use the most of the closet as we can. I do need to redo at least the top portion of the closet, which is really my fault because that's my area that he can't really get into. So here we just have clothes. There's more dressier pairs of pants, nice wool coat that he's barely worn, pajamas that don't fit him yet, lots of sweaters and button-up shirts, and winter coats that we won't be using for at least a few months. These bins I just recently picked up at Dollar Tree, and they look really nice with his room. I changed his dinosaurs to be in one of these pull-out bins. They're really nice. They look great. They're easy for him to pull out. First one has dinosaurs in it. This has a little take and play Thomas the Train set in it. He has one more thing that goes to the Thomas Train take and play set, but he has it at his grandparents'. And this has become just straight action figures. He got a whole bunch from his uncle recently that were Star Wars and Batman, and he had his own Batman and Star Wars action figures, and they're all just piled in there. I used to have them separated, and they always ended up getting mixed up anyways because boys just mix up their action figures, so I just let go and let him mix them all up. I did put the dinosaur label onto this. I used to have everything labeled really nicely, and I haven't kept up with it very much lately. So it'd be nice if I labeled this train and action figures. I don't know if I will keep up with the labeling. This is just a little Uno farm that Luke had to have that he found at Goodwill. It's really nice and easy to throw some farm animals in there and take it with us somewhere because it has this nice little handle so he can have a farm with him. This goes to his cars set. I used to have all his cars. They're now in the small bin. I used to have them in a bigger bin, and this would actually fit in there with it, but I just recently changed that when I changed these bins. This is an airport that goes to his airplane he has down here, and in here are all the people that go to his airport. We got that for him at Costco for Christmas last year. It was way too expensive for what it is, but he really loves it. He actually plays with it probably, you know, once a day or a few times a week. This is our bat cave that he has, and it fits so nicely in the closet. It makes it so nice to have sets like this when they fit nicely and they're put away. I have the farm out over there, but for the most part, I try not to have toys all over the room when have everything cleaned up. On the other side of the closet, this is where a little bit more of a disaster happens. Oh, I forgot to show what's up here, which is very messy, which is my fault. Here we have some what I call big boy Legos. These are all his. His uncle recently gave him a huge box full of Legos, and I just filled one of these bins up with some more Legos. The rest I'm putting away till he's older. This is a Lego boat. There's a blue box that's actually a Lego box that has just flat pieces. Okay, my camera just died, so I'm filming with my cell phone now for the rest of this so I can get it over with. So I was talking about how these are his bins of Legos. Big boy Legos that we have lots put away in the shed. There's a random snow globe. There's an extra lid for bins because we constantly have these bins and they'll break. And I save the lids in case we break a lid. We have a replacement. There is a Play-Doh set that is Sesame Street that we use frequently, probably a few times a month. There's another bin of Cars. I had a huger bin of Cars, like I said earlier, and they would just make such a mess when they all got spilt out, so I divided them in half. Also, I don't think I showed, he has a bin of animals here and a bin of Cars. We used to have a big bin of animals, which I do have a big bin of animals of his put away. It's actually hidden on top of my china cabinet because when he poured them all out, it was harder for him to play with them because he had so many. So I'm just going to switch them out every once in a while with what he's interested in at that time because he doesn't need 100 animals. There's a bin with all his Play-Doh accessories and more Play-Doh in there. We actually made homemade Play-Doh recently with Kool-Aid and had some friends over for a play date. So there's even homemade Play-Doh in there. This is an art bin. It originally was an art bin with art supplies, but it's really become all his artwork that he got that's been brought home from school, which I do need to put away somewhere else and use this nice bin for something else like our art supplies. I have art supplies everywhere all over the house. And then there's his iPad box that his iPad came in. Other side of the closet is more mommy's stuff, kind of. There's some clothes that are too small for me or too big for me are hung up in here. Here is a bag full of clothes that he's grown out of or just he could still fit into, but he doesn't wear because he has so much clothing. In here I have a lot of winter stuff. hats, scarves, gloves, and all his long sleeve shirts that we'll need to try on him in a few months to see if they still fit and see what we need to buy and don't need to buy. This little organizer my mom actually brought for my little brother, who actually is like 22, and he has size 13 feet, and his shoes did not fit in here, so he said that we could have it for Luke. We've had this for a long time, and it fits his shoes nicely. If Luke's closet wasn't so full of clothes, it would work probably a lot better too. But it just has different pairs of shoes and slippers and boots, things that he's probably going to grow out of pretty soon, but they're all in here. And he does have a few more pairs of shoes in the hall closet. Up here we have games. Right here I have just random like cards and game things, and then there's a brown bear hand puppet type things that I made out of popsicle sticks. We have wooden blocks in here that were Melissa and Doug, and they're actually labeled blocks. A lot of our board games I've picked up from Goodwill. So this ABC Thomas the Train set I picked up at Goodwill. This is a matching ABC type thing he got from his grandma that I know she got at Costco. This is an ABC matching thing my mom got. It's actually a memory game of the alphabet that my mom picked up for Luke at Ross when he was very little. There's Brown Bear, What Do You See game. Got that at Goodwill. I Spy preschool game my mom picked up for Luke a long time ago. It's very nice and it's in a tin. Go Fish he got for his birthday last year. Candyland puzzle from Dollar Store. Fuzzy puzzle, I think we got that at Target or Fred Meyer. Chutes and Ladders we got from Goodwill. Candyland he got for Christmas one year. We have some Melissa and Doug puzzles that are in wooden boxes. Yahtzee, I got Yahtzee Junior from Goodwill. Monopoly from Goodwill. And all of them, I always check pieces for my games before I buy them at Goodwill. Over there I have a lot of junk. So we have some pictures and some art projects he's done. This is a really nice reusable sticker set. That's Melissa and Doug. There's like scrapbook of artwork he's done and pictures, and it's all my stuff really, but it has to do with Luke. Here I have this 3-drawer organizer with all trains. Here he has his Trackmaster trains, so there's track and electronic trains that all go in this drawer, and he knows that. He knows how to divide them and what's what. This is his wooden train track and some accessories to the wooden train track stuff, and this is not part of that. That's food that goes with animals. And he had another train set that we actually brought to my mom's house, and these were some of the bridges that went with it that just got shoved in there so he can use them. This goes to the actual Thomas the Train set. More shoes. This is a Jake and the Neverland Pirate set thing that we purchased really inexpensively on Amazon for him to play with. It's nothing special really. And then in there he has a huge Trackmasters train set that we've only ever put together twice that he got for his birthday last October. And it is very hard to put together and it does not stay together, and it takes up like half his bedroom to put it up, to have it out. And then the last thing really is this rug that I pull out every once in a while that has a track on it to drive on for cars. And that is everything. He does have more toys and more things that we keep in other places of the house. He has a desk, he has puzzles and books, and he has another toy box. So he does have more toys than what's in here. But for the most part, for having such a small space, I've done really well of keeping everything as decluttered as possible by storing stuff under his bed in bins. I keep everything organized and not just thrown in one place by keeping it in different boxes. This originally had 2 doors too. This is just from the same line as the other little shelf he has over here. It's from the Storage Made or something like that from Target. Oh, and he also has a little electric piano back there that I store there. So for the most part, I've tried to make the most of the small space we have by going up as much as possible, putting stuff away where he can't always get it, and that has helped a lot on saving space. We did want to replace his carpet. He caught a car on this at one point a few years ago. I want to say now it's probably been 1.5 years or 2 years. But he ripped a chunk of the carpet up, and we wanted to replace his carpet when we redid his room. But even though he has such a small room, it was going to cost like $300 to replace it. And that was like the price of his mattress or his bed, which we felt at that point was more important. And he is really young still, so he is constantly making a mess and ruining things. So we're gonna wait till he's a little older before we replace the carpet. For the most part, it looks fine though. We have carpet cleaned it many times after we're done potty training and stuff. But I hope you enjoy this room tour. I'm exhausted from it. It's so warm in here. But maybe I will do another video on the other storage places that we keep things that are his toys throughout the house. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.